This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
Views expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of WPSL. However, you're encouraged to like and share them and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, or your favorite social network. It's time for Joanne's World of Nutrition, brought to you by Nutrition World and hosted by Joanne Seeger.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone is having an incredible morning. It's so weird, even though it's, over 70 degrees, it's like we have that overcast fog. I swear that the snow is trying really hard to sneak its way into Florida. So has anyone heard about the snowstorm in the Northeast? Did it hit it? I don't watch the news, so I have no idea what's going on besides my little neighborhood. So
I got some text messages from friends.
Yeah, anyone buried, or were you all good? Like,
they were
it's
good.
all good? All right. Yeah, they made it sound like, okay, you'll never be able to leave your house for a couple weeks.
Well, that's the news.
Oh, yeah.
Joanne.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I don't watch it. Unfortunately, my phone keeps telling me all this junk. All right, everyone. Well, I hope everyone's having an incredible morning. And I'm a little sad, but a little excited. So I'm sad because it will be my last show for 2020. I will be taking the next 2 Thursdays off to honor Christmas and New Year. So Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my amazing, I'm just going to call him co-host. I'm going to stop using the word guest. We're going on 2 years,
2
Dr.
years.
Ravi.
It flew by.
2 years. Holy moly. So, so Dr. Ravi, a regular host, co-host on the third Thursday of every month. We are going strong, and we're going to continue on in 2021. But today's show, we're going to make all about Dr. Ravi. So in case I have any new listeners, they can get to know Dr. Ravi. And for my regulars, just be refreshed on what his mission statement is, what his history is, and why I absolutely love him. And I use him not only as my chiropractor, but my friend and co-host. But we must do the breathing exercise because I feel wired and happy and so excited. I just, Christmas gets me crazy. Was blasting the music all morning, and now I'm like, yay, it's getting close to being Santa. All right, so you ready? You're gonna count for the last time for me for 2020.
This is the last
counting,
exercise.
yes,
now,
for 2020.
When we're done with this, you must not stop
Yeah,
breathing between
everyone
now and the end of 2020.
Still breathe
Right.
after this exercise.
Yeah, we're just trying
yes.
to help, trying to get you to calm down.
Could you
so
imagine
can
if a
think.
newbie's listening? They're probably like, what is this girl talking about? It's like, why is she telling me to breathe?
Well, remember when
So-
you get so angry at somebody, they'd say, well, if you get really mad, count to 10 before you respond. Right?
Yes, and
Well, what are you
count
doing?
backwards.
What
Yeah.
are you doing with that 10 seconds? You're breathing.
Definitely.
Just take some deep breaths, and that's exactly what we're going to
Yeah,
do. How
so
are we
let's
gonna-
tell the newbies. So newbies, welcome. All my regulars, I am so grateful for you spending some time with us this morning. I emphasize every show that breathing is of the utmost importance, and I mean real breathing, not shallow breathing, stressed out breathing, anxious breathing, real deep breathing, only using your nose, so nasal breathing. So we're going to exhale out all the drama, the stress, this crazy hectic week, and then we're going to inhale calmness, peacefulness, joy, focusing, and just really relaxing those neck muscles and shoulder muscles. So if you're at home or you're in a place where you can close your eyes, please do it. Be in a nice, comfortable position, and we're going to do five, that's right, 5 times, because it's my last show for 2020.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go, everyone. So we'll do 5 in, 5, hold for 5, and
fives.
exhale for 5. Only using your nose, everyone. All right,
Ready.
Dr. Ravi, are you ready? Okay,
We're
let's
all
exhale
ready.
out all the junk. Ready?
Let it all out. This is a transfer of energy. Now let's begin. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2.
You forgot the exhale, crazy boy.
Hey, hold that thought. We'll be back after this break. No.
All right, we'll end it now.
Oh,
Does everyone feel better?
New age tree huggers.
Well, this is a perfect example of how life sometimes gets in the way of your breathing, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it can
Oh, my
happen
God.
to anybody, and that's why we
Yes.
encourage the breathing, because the breathing will calm you down, ease your mind.
Thanks.
I remember trying to squeeze some lemon and inhaling some fresh lemon juice.
Nothing
and it
better.
closed up my
Oh, the
esophagus.
citric
It said-
acid?
it went,
Oh.
and I couldn't breathe, and I'm thinking, oh no, not a tracheotomy, no.
Oh, gosh.
And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. Oh, if I just breathe, no, I can't just breathe. I have to relax. I had to force myself
Yes.
to relax without breathing.
Well, that's true, because a lot of people will wake up in the middle of the night and they really sometimes do wake up scared of what they're feeling, or whether it be, a mind situation or a physical situation. So breathing is critical to really help control of the situation.
Yes.
So everyone, thank you for spending the year doing that breathing exercise. Keep it going. I'm going to do one short announcement before I turn this over to Dr. Ravi. So we have the Wellness Center right next to my store, and we have a Detox Day relaxation package. We are offering gift certificates for it for the holidays, and it really is a very inexpensive, thoughtful gift, because not only are you giving someone that you care about 2 hours of something quite unique, but they actually are getting healing benefits from coming in for those 2 hours. So the package includes the Sunlighten infrared sauna. The reason I mention the brand, because it's a state-of-the-art infrared sauna. Most saunas that you see on the marketplace only have mid or far infrared. The Sunlighten sauna, which is a 2-person sauna and has a big glass door so you don't feel claustrophobic, has near, mid, and far, with a huge range of different settings, so that way you can do a lower temperature setting, but it's a healing by wavelengths, not by temperature. So it's not like you're going to get overwhelmed by heat, but if you want it to get hot, I can make it hot. And then so you're going to do a full session in there, and that's usually about 30 to 40 minutes with a private bathroom, private room. And then you go get a massage with the massage therapist for about 55 minutes. Marianne has 26 years experience. Absolutely great with energy work, rehabbing those muscles. She's phenomenal. And then an ion foot detox. That's about a half hour. So again, a little over 2 hours, only $99. I remember the days where I would go to a place in Palm Beach or a little spa, and for a couple hours it'd be $350, and I would leave there with just chemicalized nail polish and perfumed face mask. And really this is true healing. The effects will last them much more than those 2 hours and introduce them to a new world of healing. So check it out. Again, gift certificates are available, so only $99, and we still are open 11 to 3, and we are going to be closed 23rd to the 27th and New Year's Day, taking a little Christmas holiday. So most of us know that my cell phone number's on the back of every business card, so you can always text me for an emergency. I don't mind. I will be in town. All right. So without further ado, Dr. Ravi. So I asked Dr. Ravi to spend this show not only going back into his history, but what, like I did last week, what his favorite things this year were, what really made an impact on his life and his practice, and any words of wisdom for 2020 for our listeners. I'm going to be making a new commercial in the studio with Carol. So if anyone's missing that hopening word in my commercial that everyone's been teasing me about for months, maybe I'll do another word and we'll see who can pick up on the other hopening word. So
little scavenger hunt.
Oh my gosh.
love
But
scavenger hunts.
I still can't believe it's been 2 years for us,
been 2
Dr.
years,
Ravi.
yes.
Holy moly. Well, actually, a little longer since we've met and we've worked together, but
Yes.
2 years on the radio. Wow.
I can't wait to see what the next year brings.
Absolutely
Yes.
incredible. Absolutely incredible.
First of all,
right.
I just want to appreciate you for having me and bringing me on as this
Aw.
opportunity because, you know, the mission of our practice that everyone deserves to live a healthy life naturally. You know, you deliver these products, these resources to our community. And what I'm going to be talking about is the actual physical stuff that we do in the practice. So I just want to tell you thank you for working so hard and giving the information out to our community and making sure they get the things in their hands.
You're so sweet, Dr. Ravi. That's why I love you. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. It really does. And I'm just going to sit here and just listen and hang on your every word. No pressure.
Okay, all right.
All right, Dr. Ravi, you have the floor.
Good morning, everyone. So I am Dr. Ravi, owner of Tradition Family Chiropractic in Port St. Lucie in Tradition, right off I-95. And so I just want to start the morning off by saying a little more about myself, where I come from, and really what got me into the wellness realm of healthcare. And so it all began when in high school, when I decided I want to be a nurse. So I went through schooling. I became an LPN. I got into University of Florida right after high school. Worked at Shands Hospital, which, if you don't know, it's a teaching hospital. So I saw a whole bunch of different things in that hospital. And about in my second year of working on a med-surg telemetry floor where they do cardiac procedures and monitor patients with cardiac issues like high blood pressure, strokes, and recovering from heart attacks, it became aware to me that, you know, I was in depression, and I fell into depression because I saw the way how people were being treated, and patients were asking questions, even asking me as a nurse, why do I have to take this medication? And I just have to tell them, this is what your doctor ordered, this is when we have to give it to you, and this is when you have to take it. And, you know, after researching some of these medications, I found that, you know, they're only on this medication because of the side effect of the one that their other medication is for. And so after researching and other colleagues telling me I'm so young into the career, I should look at something different, because it was really exhausting coming home and just saying there's something more for that patient that can help them. And so after researching different healthcare avenues and careers, I fell into chiropractic, and I started researching it, and it was the philosophy of chiropractic that really opened my eyes, and the philosophy that, you know, our body is designed to heal. It just needs no interference. And so I continued practicing, being a nurse at Shands. I gave that up and went to Palmer College of Chiropractic, the fountainhead of chiropractic, where all chiropractors originally came from. Now there's 13 different schools nationwide.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Yes, yeah. And there's 3 Palmer College of Chiropractic schools, Daytona, California, and the main one, which is in Iowa, Davenport. I never went to any of those 2. Went to the one in Port Orange, Florida. A little bit about my history. I am from Trinidad, so the West Indies, the
Ooh,
Caribbean.
very
My
cool.
ancestors are Indian, and I came straight to Florida. So I did not want to leave Florida for anything. So I was lucky enough that there was a chiropractic college in Florida. And so after, 4 years of education and, getting my chiropractic degree, I worked with another office in Naples, gained some great knowledge, and something they don't teach you in school is the business aspect. So I definitely never, yes. So I was actually fortunate enough to work with a chiropractor that I was able to, that is still one of my mentors, that I was able to pick up from, learn things, and move on to my community. And proud to call Port St. Lucie my community, where we are delivering what our practice does. And so what I do is teach the 5 essentials of health and healing, with number 1, delivering chiropractic care, We teach and hold patients accountable for their nutritional needs, exercising, fitness, minimizing toxins, and getting more oxygen into the body through, once again, exercise. And so we believe that when we package these 5 things into a patient's life or a person or in the community, we're able to change lives. We don't need the medication. We don't need the other outside in approach to help to heal our body. And so this is how we change lives. And so this is the most favorite part of my practice, is the chiropractic portion, because we're very specific when it comes to chiropractic. We take a very thorough exam. So we look at how a patient's motion is. We look at their movement, because we know if a body if they're restricted with range of motion, they're not able to move well. We look at X-rays. I love looking at X-rays because we take the pre-X-rays where we get to see how the spine is positioned, and after treatment we take another set of X-rays or we do another scan. This tells us exactly what the results were. And that's my most favorite part, is because everyone base their health on, a lot of people base their health on how they feel. And we all know that if we do that, we're going down the wrong road, because most oftentimes people don't feel a heart attack coming on, or they don't feel the cancer building, right, until it's actually diagnosed. So we're more of a preventative practice. When it comes to other essentials that we teach in our office is nutrition. And so putting in quality nutrients into the body. And this is definitely why and how I work with Joanne, is because oftentimes when we're not getting the right nutrients in our body, especially how the soil is depleted in today's farming and industrial lifestyle, this is where we need a supplement. And so this is why I enjoy working with Joanne, is because she has top of the line products to do so.
Thank you very much. And Dr. Ravi, we have a caller. Yeah.
All right, let's hear.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, ladies. I was wondering, my dad passed at 92, and he did not smoke. And I hope I get the pronunciation of this condition correct. They said he had a aortic dissension less than 4 centimeters, and I understand it's a blockage in the aorta. And I just wonder if you could talk about that. And first of all, did I get the term correct? And I'd like aortic dissension. I'd like to listen off air. If that'd be okay, Joanne?
Yes, that's no problem, Jerry. Okay, so I do usually tell the listeners to call in with any questions. I have had cardiac specialists here.
Yeah.
So do you have any words of wisdom for Jerry?
Yeah, so aortic distension. And so what basically that is the main artery, the aorta, is distended. And so what happens there is oftentimes this can come from, and I'm not a cardiologist, I'm more of the health side, teaching patients how to get their body functioning better. This can be stemming from the high blood pressure issue, where their vessels have to gain more width and it just now becomes distended. I know you were talking about your grandfather not having any type of smoking experience. Oftentimes, it doesn't have to be a smoker to have any cardiac or pulmonology issues. It could be more environmental, once again, also lifestyle, stress. So there's a multitude of causes behind that. And so there's a very small genetic linkage for cardiac issues. And one thing that I teach my patients and community is that we all have these genes, but it's what we do to express these genes. So if we know that our family has a cardiac history of some kind of pathology or disease, we should be acting on that, making sure we're getting proper nutrients in our body, taking proper vitamins, supplementing our foods with, and choosing the right types of foods so we don't have these conditions.
Can I add something on that one?
Yes.
My favorite supplement for the heart and cardiovascular system is European French grapeseed extract.
Grapeseed extract.
It's
Okay.
been our bestseller for a long time now. I've been taking it for years. But the studies, the clinical evidence that it actually does help the arteries, stopping blockages, helping the circulatory system as well as liver, because we know whatever repairs one system will repair others. And so it affects the whole body in a positive light and has no side effects and very reasonably priced. So European or French grapeseed extract is, to me, a must-have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because, my mom died of a heart issue. So that grapeseed extract, I don't want to live in the fear of it, but I definitely want to be preventative because, like you said, there are some things that can sneak up on us.
Yeah.
And so especially since we can't always be intuitive enough what's happening inside. So the grapeseed extract, to me, is a real easy must-have for anyone that might have a concern.
Yeah.
So.
And Joanne, this is another part of my favorite practice is our essential number 2, which is the mindset, and changing that mindset for individuals, knowing that we have these genes, but we can replace these things with the actions that we make. So definitely grapeseed extract, grapeseed oil, avocado oils, coconut oils will help do so.
Definitely. I mean, the mind is so powerful and really controls all. So I think that deserves to have a whole segment after the break.
Yes.
So let's take a quick break. And when we come back into the conversation, we're going to talk about mindset and how critical it is to have a healthy, positive mindset. Be right back, everybody.
And don't forget, archives of Joanne's World of Nutrition are on YouTube, even the previous shows featuring Dr. Ravi. Dr. Ravi will be right back.
Guiding the Treasure Coast in health, one person at a time. That's their motto at Joanne's Nutrition World in the historic arcade building on US 1, downtown Fort Pierce. Joanne brings more than 25 years of experience in the natural health industry, right here to you. Take advantage of this free personal guide to wellness and good health. Meet with Joanne herself and get started. Nutrition World always provides you with the hottest new product lines and, best of all, expert advice from the people who care. Call Joanne at 464-3598, 464-3598, and learn the correlation between diet and great health. Stop in today. The expert guidance to health is always free at Nutrition World. Nutrition World in the Arcade Building, US 1, downtown Fort Pierce.
Listen to Joanne's World of Nutrition every Thursday morning at 10 on WPSL.
Hey, it's Dr. Ravi at Tradition Family Chiropractic. We are dedicated to serving you and your family with integrity, compassion, and innovative care through the most advanced chiropractic care ever in chiropractic history, encouraging your health and your family's health to its maximum potential on a regular basis. Call us today at 772-345-0060 or schedule online at traditionhealth.com for your free consultation.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
Now back to Joanne's World of Nutrition with Joanne Seeger and Dr. Ravi.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. I'm here with my co-host, third Thursday of every month, Dr. Ravi. We're just kind of going deep into his mission statement for his practice, as well as his favorite times in and out of the practice for 2020. And you left it right before the break about mindset. And do you know, this morning in the sauna, I played usually with YouTube, I just kind of Google a little. I don't Google names or anything because I want to see who else is out there with different information. So I did mindful healing meditation, and I got this new girl that her group name is the Mindful Movement. She was awesome. I shouldn't say girl, woman. And she has hundreds of all these free YouTube videos of how you can sit and just kind of find your inner peace. And it's not too crazy. It's just like they're short little segments of little mantras you can repeat or breathing techniques. But I did it for 20 minutes, and I think that's why I feel so amazing right now. I feel so happy. I feel so just like I'm on a cloud, and it wasn't like that before I did that. Our little new puppy, he ran away. We had to go chasing for him. I was like, oh my God, the neighbors are gonna be mad because he's probably on their yard and blah blah blah. And I was not in that positive mind space before the meditation, and then when I walked out of there, I was like on fire. I'm so glad that is, and that's probably why I love you, Dr. Ravi, and your practice, because you do believe that the mind is part of the whole healing process. A lot of doctors have disconnected from that ability to know that those two things are one and the same. So
yeah. Talking about the mindset, 2020 it definitely has been a year with the elections, with this
just
global
a little,
pandemic.
just a few things going on.
People staying at home now from working. And so one thing I'm going to ask that everyone does, and this is one mantra that I tell myself every morning, is take action, look forward, and don't look back.
Live in the moment.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Look
love it.
forward,
Such a
don't look
simple
back.
thing.
Yeah.
Don't look back. We cannot fix what's in our
in the past.
ripple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love one analogy where they talk about the boat wake. A captain never checks out the wake. He's always looking forward to what's ahead of him. The wake is, that's why they say they make the rearview mirror so little and the windshield so large. And it's such a simple thing, but everyone forgets it.
Yeah.
We're like, but my past, but my parents, or but that boss or that job or the, yuck, get rid of that crap.
Yeah, definitely. And this year for sure has been great for us because people are more aware of their current health conditions. It wasn't just that they were sitting at home because now they're forced to work at home and they're in aches and pains, but we're getting people that are now taking control of their health. I'm sure you're getting people that come into your office, into your store, asking what's the best vitamin C supplement? What's the best?
People that never even knew what their immune systems were.
What is vitamin D?
Yeah.
And so
I love when they ask for the new supplement D. I'm like, yes, it just came out 8 months ago. Sure, it did. Yeah.
Yeah. So people are becoming more evident that they have to be the ones that controlling their health and their choices. And that's one of the biggest things that we teach in my practice. And so the next thing that we teach about is the chiropractic adjustment. And so it's been proven time and time, back in the late 1890s, that chiropractic improves the immune system, that it helps the body function better once their interference is removed.
Now, Dr. Ravi, there's listeners that are probably like, how
does
could
that
a
happen?
physical adjustment help my immune system?
Well, let me tell you. So what happens is through traumas, thoughts, and toxins that we are bombarded with daily, it causes subluxations, which are the misalignments of one of the 24 spinal vertebrae. And what happens is when these bones misalign, it puts pressure on the nerve. And just think of that nerve as a roadway or a communicating pathway for your brain to communicate with the organ. So what happens is when we have that cutoff or that lack of energy go into that organ, it's not able to function correctly. So let's say, for example, you have a subluxation or a misalignment at T7, which those nerves go right into our lungs, into our heart, and the spleen.
Okay.
It doesn't allow those organs to function to its best potential.
Where's T7?
T7 is in that mid-back area. So right at for the ladies, right at the bra strap.
Oh my God, it always
So that's
hurts
why
there. Yeah.
You're subluxated.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why you see a chiropractor is to get that subluxation removed. And so what we know is when your body's pathways are opened, when the connection is free, your body's healing. Your brain is able to communicate effectively to the organ, to the muscles, and research again has shown that adjustments, it releases endorphins, and endorphins are the feel-good hormones.
That's what I feel like I got lots of right now. That's awesome.
Great. On top of that, it's because you listen to the mindful mantra.
Right, and you've
Yes.
corrected all my subluxations, so where the body is communicating properly.
Yeah.
Well, that makes complete sense, and I just hope the listeners can really, put two and two together.
And so the tripod of chiropractic is the thoughts. So when we're stressed, where our muscles get tight, the muscles then pull on the spine, causing that subluxation. Traumas, car accidents, slip and fall, or just sitting in the wrong position for 40 plus hours a week in this new desks at home can cause these subluxations and toxins when we're not fueling the body with the right chemicals, or we're putting in chemicals in the body. Your body reacts differently, and it's going to create, whether it's acne, it's going to create misalignments in the spine as well.
Now, is there any age group that chiropractic adjustments is not suitable for?
No, anyone that has a spine should be seeing a chiropractor.
Well, if you meet someone that doesn't, can you let me know before you call the FBI
Yes.
or something? Okay.
Which also, there's a lot of hesitation that I saw this year, especially with the older individuals, well into their 90s, that they're hesitant and they've never sought chiropractic care because they were scared. And so I do have different types of equipment in my office that allows us to test and see where the subluxations, the misalignments are, as well as deliver an action to remove it. And that's through an adjusting technique with an activator. So it's just simple, like a large permanent marker, and it delivers an impulse to the bone. So it's not like, twisting motion, any type
because
of popping or cracking.
Some people just don't want that.
Yeah.
Maybe it has nothing to do with you, but they're living in their past, but they've had an experience with a different doctor where they feel like physical adjustments are not their thing.
Yeah, and they just get
So,
scared from it. And that's
yeah.
one of the things we don't do in our practice is we're not going to make you scared because we're supposed to relieve the stress, right?
Well, I never do get scared, but I want you to try that zappy thing on me next.
Okay, yes.
Because it sounds really cool.
Yeah, great for patients that have like osteoporosis, any type of bone thinning or bone quality that's being compromised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can that go on the front or just the spine? Like, can you use that zappy
You can
thing
use it anywhere. Yeah,
okay, because
anywhere.
I have heard of friends that do like that for their lungs right now, to help respiratory. I don't know if it's the same machine. In my field, there's a lot of zappy machines.
Okay, yes.
There's a lot of things that, Matt's researching every day, new machines for the wellness center, different mats and all this crazy stuff. Super excited though. 2021 is going to be amazing.
It will be. And another part is that, we do these nutrition workshops in my office. So we do have groups.
Are you still doing them?
We're
Because
doing them in smaller.
I used to always go and I absolutely love them and I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
We're
Okay.
doing them in smaller groups,
Okay.
giving people their space, making sure they're feeling comfortable.
Okay.
And some of that, some of our patients just love to be around other people. So, they're there to listen and gain more knowledge. And so, watching your nutrition. So that's one big thing that we spoke about a lot on this on the station this year was sugars. That's the number one culprit for chronic disease. So chronic disease like diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues. And so one takeaway for anyone listening here, making sure you're substituting your sugars, being aware of it, and making sure you're substituting with the right type of sugar.
That's right.
Such as xylitol, stevia,
Monk fruit.
monk fruit.
I do sell all of those now. I have
Okay.
the monk fruit shakers. They're good size, xylitol, so it's enough for even baking, holiday cookies.
Do you have
So
Swerve?
I don't have Swerve.
Okay. All right. So these are all great options for, replacing the sugar. What we find is that a lot of people that we see sugar-free has chemicals in them, and that can create toxicity issues within our body. So be aware of the sugar intake. If anyone out there has diabetes, any type of chronic pathology, disease, heart conditions, cancer, make sure you're consuming less than 12 grams of sugar a day. That is difficult, but
I'm sorry,
It's
Dr. Ravi.
less than 12 grams of sugar a day.
Most people do more than that just with their
That's quadrupled.
coffee.
Yes.
It's like just their coffee alone is more than 12 grams.
Yes.
I think all the gummies that are out there will basically take up those 12 grams. You know, they're buying the D3 gummies and the elderberry gummies. Oh
Yeah,
my
talking
gosh.
about that, making sure
You
that
know,
you're,
honestly, I think I'm guilty of it so badly. I'm like, I can't
especially
even
during
keep,
the holiday season.
I can't
we
even
do.
keep a straight face right now. All right,
So,
12 grams.
This is
All
why,
right.
watching your nutrition, making sure you're supplementing. If you are over consuming your sugar intake, making sure you're putting in more vitamin C, you're taking more vitamin D to help replace that, because when we increase our sugar intake, we're decreasing our immune system.
Right. And I need to interject something
Go
because
ahead.
a customer came in yesterday and said something, and I really don't like putting customers on the defensive or always constantly feeling like I'm lecturing them, but he blamed fat for a cholesterol issue. And I just want to make sure all my listeners really know that there's years of studies and findings that not only show that that information was never supported by real science, but that fat does not break your heart. So your artery system basically depends on everything being done right. Not too much carbs or sugars, because that will hurt the integrity of the lining. Lack of exercise will be lack of oxygen to help get the blood flow into the heart. And so fat, I should say healthy fats, and well, really now all fats, they're your cell membranes, your brain, your organs. Like, fat is used for everything.
It's fuel.
So it's fuel.
Yeah.
So we are basically designed for that fuel. And it's like telling a car that, okay, all of a sudden I'm going to put papaya juice in you because someone said that, fuel messed up your engine. No, that's not true. But yes, if you destroy your artery lining, then there is parts that, cholesterol could get trapped. And there are that, but it's not the cholesterol's fault. It's the artery fault that you damage. So please, there is so much cutting edge research to prove this, and that all of that was just a big nonsense that they just spread this misinformation. So so fat can definitely be your friend and your fuel, not your enemy. So
Yeah, so
thank you for giving me that moment. But I
Yeah.
didn't know that people were still thinking that until that customer came in and said that, and I was like, oh no, we need it.
Yeah, we should schedule a radio show on fat
Definitely.
for next year.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that is a whole radio show in itself.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. It's hours. It's hours. And there are still some really highly acclaimed people that are still pushing the no fat agenda. And I definitely don't believe that they have ill intentions, but and you can get natural fats from plants and
Oh, yes.
sources. So that's fine. But the ones that go completely fat free and do those, I definitely it's not in my agreement. I don't agree with them. So
Yeah. Moving on to the other essential that we teach in my practice that I enjoy talking about is, which actually requires fuel for your body, is moving. So moving your body, which we know this pandemic has taught us, with the whole shutdowns of gyms and outdoor facilities, that, we have to think and become more creative. And so a lot of my patients, they, the quarantine overweight issue, a lot of my patients that I would see on a normal basis, they never suffered from that because they train themselves, now that their gym is closed, that they're going outside, they're exercising, getting fresh quality air, and they're keeping their body active. And so with the, exercising, there's something that we have in our office. My office is called a Wobble Cushion. This Wobble Cushion actually helps to get more flow, get more blood flow, oxygen, and nutrients to the spine, gets the lymph moving properly, gets toxins out of the body. If you don't have a Wobble Cushion, you can also use an exercise ball. So these exercise balls or yoga balls can be found in different stores. I know one radio show we talked on few weeks, months ago, was a rebounder.
Yes.
And so this also is great for, if your gym was closed, getting one of these and putting in your house, easy to store under your bed, helps to get more energy, flow of blood, circulation going.
It does. I can definitely testify to that. I love that you have them all in the waiting room and get people moving.
Yeah, stretching, simple stretches. I like this one on YouTube. It's with Eric Goodman. Stretching also helps to move lactic acid and cellular waste out of the body. And so this
That
is one of
sounds
the
important.
best. One of the best and cheapest way, in my opinion, to detox your body effectively.
Yes, there's nothing better than movement. You just got to keep moving.
Yes.
Yeah, keep moving.
And, with 2020, it's definitely been a year stress, from not being able to see family for the holiday seasons. And definitely if, being part of the system where you're stuck in, I have nurses. Many of my patients are nurses, and they're being told that they're going to have to get this vaccine that is coming out,
It's causing a lot of stress.
a lot of stress, but it's also creating divides within our community. Even we saw this within the election. So
that should be the 2020 thing. Divide.
Divide, yeah.
Everything is trying to divide us.
And this creates stress amongst community, families. And so one of the biggest things with stress is making sure you're getting proper sleep. And we spoke about this another month or so ago, sleep, making sure you're getting 7 to 9 quality hours of sleep. When I say quality, making sure it's uninterrupted. And so if you have problems sleeping and you're waking up because of stress, you probably do need a supplement or some type of boost to get that going.
What are your thoughts on all this stuff that people are taking for sleep, that like the Ambien and those the Tylenol PM? I mean,
side effects.
Right? It's horrible. Like, I don't, so some people answer to me, oh, but Joanne, the alternative is I don't sleep. So what's worse, the side effects of these chemicals or that I'm not sleeping? And honestly, I've never had an issue with sleeping, so I haven't experienced that feeling. But I should say, if one night I don't sleep, I'm cranky as all heck.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine a chronic insomnia. But what are your thoughts on that? Like, if they're in the transition period, be trying to find the healthier version of themselves or trying to look into alternatives, but it's just not working yet.
I would look at their lifestyle. So making sure they're putting in some quality nutrients into the body. I'm not a fan of overutilizing melatonin, but making sure you're on a good source of either melatonin or 5-HTP, 5-hydroxytryptophan, which helps to relax and calm the body right before sleep.
My number one seller is a combination of a small dose of melatonin, because I agree with you.
Small dose.
It's small dose every single night. Don't just use it like an aspirin. Like, just have your body be consistent with it in a small dosing. But it also has 5-HTP and L-theanine in the formula, and people love it because it kind of cuts down their chatter of their brain. Because I think that's a lot of the issue, right? We're always thinking like, what's next? What's tomorrow? What didn't I do? So much chatter.
Yeah. Once again, so it's this divide leading to improper sleep. I've been seeing a lot of my patients that have been healthier, that been, coming in for wellness adjustments, and, then they have a big, flip around, 180 flip, where now they're depressed, they have anxiety, and it was never them back in 2018, never them back in, 2019, but just this year they have this.
Yeah.
And, it's because they're not getting that social effect, the social, where they're not able to speak with friends or be with friends or family. And
I'm going to add this too, because I know it can't just be me. I find that when I am in this great place of feeling good, feeling energetic, feeling positive, it's almost like I feel guilty spreading that, because there are so many people around me that want to talk about, oh, the vaccine, or oh, this and oh, that, and the politics and the presidency and all this stuff. Like, it's like I can't have that moment of positivity because they want to like be like, no, we shouldn't be happy right now. And it's really getting me mad because I'm like, no, we have a choice. We can be happy and joyful and at peace in this moment of crisis. We can choose that. We don't have to live in this turmoil.
Yeah. Joanne, I want to share this and be open with you on this one here and on the radio show. Something caught me off guard right in the middle of my shift when there's this patient I would see on a month-to-month basis for wellness adjustments. And I'm like, I'm not going to see him until next year. So I said, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wish you all the best. And he looks at me and he's like, what's happy about it? I'm like, oh my, that totally caught me off guard. And I'm like, well, let's make the best of what we have.
Yep.
I didn't even know what to say. I was not prepared.
Yep.
And
well, we're very similar that way. We just want to spread cheer and positive stuff. And Matt and I had a customer yesterday, same exact situation but we both, Matt and I, were in sync. We just put back the positive. We didn't go into the whole thing with him.
Yes.
We just said, okay, well, we wish you the best. We wish you the best. And, all our love, and carry on. And I just want all my listeners to know, if you're one of us, just keep spreading that love and light. Be the light.
Yes.
It doesn't matter your belief system. If it's love and light, I can't imagine how that can go wrong. I really can't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, especially in this darkness, we need a light to.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely love and light.
The biggest thing with stress depletes our vitamin B contents in our body. So no matter if you're eating the best of the green vegetables, you're getting great antioxidants, making sure you're taking a proper B vitamin, B complex on the whole.
Yeah, and prescription drugs too. So if you are on any of those prescription drugs out there, no matter how common you think they are, the blood pressure, the statins, birth control pills. If any of my female listeners are on birth control pills, they will deplete your B vitamins. A lot will deplete your CoQ10. So these are things that you can definitely want to supplement with to feel yourself again, feel better again.
A big check for yourself for vitamin B deficiency, as well as how your body's getting oxygen, is if you tend to yawn a lot, this can be an indication that you're vitamin D deficient.
Oh, I didn't know that trick.
It's your body's trying to get more oxygen into your body.
Okay.
Yeah. So we often find this in patients that are anemic, so low red blood cell counts, and also iron content as well. So if you find yourself yawning a lot, making sure you're getting a vitamin B's in your system.
Okay, that's a great note. So, and with the B vitamins, I must add this, okay? So there are a lot of supplement companies that are out there, and I know it gets difficult to know which one to choose. And that's why my store does have a very simple selection, because I've worked on the manufacturing end. I mean, I've been doing this over 35 years at this point, and so you see all sides of the game, and you see the advertising, all the the stories that are just bogus, and you see manufacturers that don't have integrity and they just put junk. And B vitamins are one of those real bad ones. If you get those big, huge, hunky pills that are all synthetic, your body needs to take so much energy and work to convert them back into a usable form. So here you're taking it to help fight stress and give you more energy, and your body's like, just get this big whammo synthetic pill, So when that little term that I hate, but it applies here, the expensive urine one, that might apply. So definitely seek out sources, and I'm going to give myself a plug, reputable health food stores versus a lot of online, because yes, I know, hey, I am sometimes an Amazon junkie too, But the point of this, Amazon warehouse is 84 degrees. Supplements do not do well with 84 degrees. It needs to be 72 or lower, as well as, you don't know who their manufacturers are, where they're coming from. So do your homework. If you're going to spend $1, at least make sure that it's worthy of your dollar, that you're actually getting what you paid for. So, choose wisely.
Yes.
Okay.
And to end the show, if anyone has any questions, any comments, or just if you want to find out more about my practice or anything that we've spoken about this year on the radio show.
What about your holiday hours? Do you have any changes for the holidays?
Yes, we are closed from the 24th.
Okay.
So New Year's Eve all the way to January 4th.
Oh, good. So I'll see you the 23rd because I'll have the day off. So I'll come
Great,
in
you're
for a
coming
visit.
in. All
Okay.
right,
All right.
great.
So the 24th to the 27th,
To
and then
the-
New Year. Oh, go ahead. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, so
Okay.
closed from the 24th
Okay.
to January 1st.
Oh, so you're doing the whole week.
So the
That's what I
whole week.
usually do.
Now,
But I'm home.
this is
so
the
I was
first
like,
time
okay.
I'm ever doing that. And I'm kind of nervous
And this
for
is
it.
the first time I'm not doing it. How crazy is this? All right. Well, it's well deserved, Dr. Ravi. So I definitely hope you and your wife have a beautiful season.
Thank
I
you.
do want to mention that whether through Dr. Ravi or myself or through email or even just calling in the radio show, we would love some ideas for topics that you want us to discuss for 2021. So really, as you can see, we'll talk about anything. So, let us know what interests you. I definitely feel like 2021 for me personally, the mind-body connection. I mentioned Dr. Zach Bush's name last week. I want any of my listeners that really want to dive deeper into, he's a doctor, he's board certified in 3 specialties. He thinks outside the box, so outside the box that I have a hard time really getting on that train.
Oh,
but
cool.
he's phenomenal. So Dr. Zach Bush, young, really smart doctor. He really talks about things that are cutting edge that mainstream medical doesn't really want you to know and understand. He's the one, Dr. Ravi, one of his specialties is he made chemo drugs. He was so entrenched in that part of
So he
medicine.
saw it all.
He saw it all, and he knows it all. I think the guy's brilliant. I really do. He's young, and he just has a really brilliant mind. But he's the one that said it's not about cells for cancer, it's about bacteria. And he's proving this. So whatever he says, he has already the proof. So let's listen to new ideas this year, guys, okay?
Be open.
So happy holidays, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
Happy New Year. Love all you guys, and I will talk to you for 2021.
See you next year.
Thank you, Dr. Ravi. Bye. Bye, Cliff. Bye, Greg. Bye, Carol. Bye, everyone.
You've been listening to Joanne's World of Nutrition with archives on YouTube under WPSL TV. Have a happy holiday season and enjoy this program when it hits YouTube, probably sometime tomorrow. We call it the Dr. Ravi Special on Joanne's World of Nutrition. This is WPSL, Port St. Lucie.